All right. What's up, everybody? Giancarlo here with Bad Beats. Here today with Matt, playing Invoker versus Dark Broly. Um, Not much to say about the match that we just won't talk about during like the game. So I guess let's just get into it, right?
Yeah, sounds good. You won the dice roll, so you go first.
Yeah. We went ahead and set up. So I'm gonna charge Toa. It's not really good in this matchup. Activate leader ability. Take a card from life to hand. Look at the top five. 2, 3, 4, 5. I hit two 30Ks. Not too bad. And we're just going to play a one drop and pass. Go ahead.
And so in this matchup, if you're the Dark Broly, you definitely want to take the life whenever you use your leader effect. You might feel like you want to play around the Catastrophic Blow combo, but Awakening is far more important.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't get your big, I'd say your biggest turn until the turn you awaken. So, yeah, what he said.
I will charge a Sensu Bean and tap it for Tournament Power Arena.
Yep.
I'll use Arena's effect to give you the top 3 cards of my deck. That makes a lot of sense. I'll put all 3 of them back on top and pass turn.
Gotcha, draw. Yeah, and in the same vein, like he said, he doesn't want to attack me because it's just going to let me awaken quicker, so.
Yeah, if you are Invoker against Dark Broly, you do not attack them until their leader is flipped face up.
Exactly. So I'm going to charge. Charge a 6-drop from hand. They don't really do a lot in hand when you have access to them from your deck. I'm going to use my leader ability again. Look at it. Take a life. Look at the top 5. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, not good. Only hit 1. So that is going to change the course of our turn, but it's not going to be horrible. We're going to tap 1 for Toa. Toa's going to search the deck for a parasitic ball. And I'm looking at my hand real quick. Yep. Gonna play Parasite Ball, of course. Generally, you would want to play around stuff like Zamasu Super Combo. Like, I would swing with my leader there first, generally. But, like, against Invoker, I know for a fact he's not playing stuff like that, so I'll be okay. Yep. Yeah, so I'm just going to warp a card from his hand. That's, like, the best one in this scenario. Swing leader.
Not a game.
I'm just going to draw a card. Just 10K.
All right, so I'm going to activate Battle, discard a Catastrophic Blow, draw 1 card, go to 15, and stop there. You don't want to aggressively take your life in this matchup if you're an Invoker player because he's going to be attacking with 30Ks a lot.
Very, very true. Swing leader.
No negate.
Yeah, 30K.
Activate Battle, discard a Death Beam, draw 1, and take it.
Yep. I'm going to use Toa's second ability, tap a black, add Parasitic Ball back to my hand, and pass my turn.
Yeah. So his ideal turn there was probably a Demigra.
Yep.
The one that's in his drop area, but because he didn't mill well, he probably was not able to actually establish that.
That is correct. But that's okay because he's not getting out Vegeta next turn, so we can just play it next turn, and it'll go pretty much uncontested until he's able to establish Demigra. So, I mean, not Demigra, Vegeta.
All right, so I'm going to activate Arena.
Yep.
Rearrange like that. I'm going to activate Catastrophic Blow's effect in drop area, send it to the warp to add the combination attack from the top of my deck to my hand.
Yep.
I'm then going to attack the tapped Broly.
Yep.
6-drop. Activate Battle, discard, draw 1.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a turn.
Yep. Draw for turn. Yeah, charge Toa. Toa is a really good unison, but unfortunately because he doesn't play any battle cards, there's no way for it to gain markers, and it just never attacks. It's really good against other matchups, though. So here he has 2 energy open, so there's going to be something like a Topo, or even, you know, we're going to use our leader ability again. Look at the top, or take a life. Look at the top 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Golly. Hit 1 again. I guess I should probably power shuffle or something. But we have 5 in drop, so that's pretty much what we wanted. We're going to tap 2. We're going to dark overwhelm 5 because we have 5 black cards. This is also a black card. I know it's red, but it's also black, so we're going to dark overwhelm. Do you have a response to Demigra?
I wish.
Right, so Demigra's ability, I'm going to draw a card. And I'm just going to attack with Demigra here. If he topos, he's going to have to discard an additional card. So...
Yeah, we're not doing that. How many cards are in your hand?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
We're actually going to warp the topo from hand.
Okay.
No negate.
No combo.
Activate battle.
Yep.
Discard an additional Tournament of Power Arena. Draw 1 and take it. Going down to 6 life.
Going down to 6. Okay. Yep. Yeah, I know it's pretty weird, right? Because so here's what I mean by that. So I'm going to swing leader.
No negate.
I'm going to draw. And I'm not going to combo. And that's what seems weird because I'm just going to let him get a free card, but I also get myself a free card by drawing. So it's fine.
Activate battle.
Yep.
Discard a combination attack.
Yep.
Draw 1. Go to 15.
Yep. And you're at 6 life?
Yes.
All right. So Invoker's ability triggers at 5 life, so we don't want him to be at exactly 5. So we're gonna swing.
I am able to. Yeah, no negate.
Champa. 40k double.
All right, so I'm going to activate battle and discard a Royal Condemnation.
Yep.
Draw 1, and that's a lot. So we'll be adding 2 from the life to hand.
Yeah. And then we're just passing. Go for it.
All right, draw for some. So I'm going to charge a Tournament of Power Arena.
Yeah.
I'm going to activate Arena's effect.
Mm-hmm.
Rearrange like that. I'm going to banish a Royal Condemnation to add a Sleepy Boy. I meant to say warp. I'll sometimes use Yu-Gi-Oh terms. It's just an old habit.
Yeah, I do the same thing.
All right. Now, he's going to awaken next turn, and he's going to apply a lot of pressure to me. And so the best thing to do here against a slower deck would just be to pass, because you don't have to establish Vegeta against slower decks. Or decks that have an answer to it, like, for example, any kind of green deck with Demigra Unison. Dark Broly, however, doesn't have a main deck answer to Vegeta, at least that I'm aware of at the moment. But still, using my Awaken is not necessarily the best thing that I can do. So I really have to consider all of my options and what I've got going on as to whether I Awaken or not after playing the Vegeta. So I think what I'm going to do I'm going to attack your Demigra.
Yep.
Activate battle. Discard Catastrophic Blow. Draw 1. Just 15.
Yep. Yeah, so he's just attacking it to use his ability. If he attacks my leader, he gives me life to hand. He doesn't want to do that, so that's why he's attacking the Demigra.
Yep. You're going to get that life anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, but you were also doing it when I was at a higher life total.
Yeah. I will go ahead and tap 3 for Vegeta.
Yep, no response. Yeah, if I had a Makekabura in hand, I definitely would have played it on my turn before he got to 3 energy, but I didn't have one, so.
Yes. So we're going to pass with that.
Okay, interesting. Draw. Cards in drop.
5.
5. Okay, that is enough for a dimensional magic. Look at my hand. I'm gonna charge a super Kamehameha. We're gonna use leader ability. Take a life. Look at the top 5. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's actually perfect. Hit one of each Dark Broly. That's pretty good. Kind of made up for some of the weaker mills we had. So yeah, I'm just considering things. So yeah, pretty much the best swing is just going to be Demigra, swing into leader. He's going to play something. Either it's a probably a D magic, but
I will sparking a dimension magic.
yeah.
So the way that the counter goes is I actually get to add the card to my life before his auto resolves, making me warp a card. So it gives me the ability to warp this card from my hand if I needed to. So I add this to hand, and we're not going to be warping that one.
It's the victory strike. we're not gonna warp that one.
We don't like warping victory strikes. That's true. That's true. Actually, we are going to warp it though. It was a rival seeker.
I got you. Okay. All right. So now that he has energy up, he has access to Sleepy Boy. He has access to Violent Rays. Now is where Invoker's gonna play. So, my general philosophy against Invoker is that you just can't play around everything. So I'm going to just play around Violent Rays by attacking with this 6-drop first. Declare attack on leader.
I'm going to Sleepy Boy that.
Okay.
I negate the attack. I draw 2 cards. And then in this situation, it is a terrible idea to return either the Demigra or the 6-drop Broly, because he can replay the Demigra and he can replay the 6-drop Broly. As long as I prevent any kinds of attacks going through, he can't get rid of that 6-drop Broly to play another one. It has unique. So I could return the Toa and force him to pay 1 more mana to get another ball. But I know he has a ball in his hand already. Question just becomes, do I care how many balls he has in total? He can recycle it for an additional mana. I think I will return the Toa to your hand.
Toa? Okay.
Because at least you'll have to spend a mana to replay it.
That is correct. Okay. So Sleepy Boy, yep. We're just going to swing leader into leader.
Going to Dimension Magic.
Sure. I'm going to draw a card. I'm going to awaken my leader. So draw 2, flip him over. Second ability, put a 1-drop, a 7-drop, and another Demigra back and drop. Draw another card. Nice little draw 5 I hit this turn. Can't really complain about that. How much life are you at?
3.
3, okay. I'm going to tap 1 for Savage Rush.
That's fine.
Ball.
That is fine.
7-drop.
It sacrifices the Savage Rush.
Yeah, it does. Response?
The summon of the 7-drop that has Deflect? No.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I'm only getting him because he has Deflect. Swing leader.
How many cards are in your drop area?
6 black battle cards.
Okay, we're going to Sleepy Boy.
Sure. Target.
I'm going to negate the attack, draw 2 cards, and then return nothing.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Man. And you're tapped out. You're at 3 life.
I have 1 blue energy up.
You have 1 blue energy up? Okay. Sometimes it's hard to tell on webcam. Cards in hand?
Currently have 8.
8, okay. quick little tip for anyone at home. I usually keep like a dice off the side of the screen. That way it's easier to keep track of hand on webcam. I know he does the same thing.
I do, but it becomes pointless after a while when your Dark Rolly opponent has all the cards in their hand.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
your Invoker, you're just going to do stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just considering some plays, thinking. So 1 blue mana up means he doesn't have access to any Invoker spells, meaning you've used what, 2D magic?
I am currently down 3 D magics total. There's 1 in warp from earlier.
Okay.
And 2 in drop area.
Tap
I
2.
have 1 Sensu being accounted for so far and 0 super combos accounted for.
Got you. Summon Gravy for 2.
Ooh. That is fine. Yes, Gravy gets his effect when you combo with him or when you attack with him.
Yeah, so Swing Leader.
I have no negate for that attack.
Okay. Use his auto, put these 2 back. I'm going to use my Leader ability to send the 6-drop from my field to the drop to give my Leader +5, even though it doesn't combo anything onto this Gravy. I'm going to be able to play him. I just wanted him off the field, basically, so I can get a card from his hand. And you had 8 in hand, right?
That is correct.
Man. I definitely need to push damage this turn. And you're unawakened, right?
I'm unawakened.
All right, so if I just let him Sensu Bean, he'll have his, what is it called? His counterplay online if he just Sensu Beans. I can force him into like a combo attack or a death blow or something. Death beam. I'm just considering my options. He can awaken Sensu Bean. He'll have all his energy up. Man, there's so much to think. There's so much to think about when it comes to Invoker. Man, so I'm gonna super combo. Put 1 on the bottom. Drawing 2, 1, 2. Okay. And that's, if I go 20, it goes Bean. That's, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. What do I need? Yeah, sorry, I'm just doing Dark Broly math. It gets a little complicated sometimes. 25, 30. I'm a combo to 30.
Does that put exactly 14 black cards in your drop area?
Puts 13 black cards in my drop area. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13.
Okay, so I ask because every Dark Broly is 7 black cards total, 6 for its cost and 1 for itself.
Yeah.
So if you're looking at your Dark Broly opponent's drop area, and for each interval of 7, that is another Dark Broly they can summon.
Yep. Yeah, that's what I was doing the same math that he's doing. I just had to think about it.
All right. So he's trying to either kill me or force my awaken.
Option A, please.
Well, I don't think you're killing me with a battle card. I'm going to activate battle. I will discard a Emperor's Death Beam to draw 1 card. Bring me at 15. I will then So now I'm thinking about my options, how I respond to this Demigra that is on the board currently. And ultimately what I'm afraid of from him. Unfortunately, I think I will have to awaken here because I need to look at his hand and see kind of what his plan is. And so I want to make sure I have plenty of resources. I do. So, honestly, though, I think I'm all right taking this.
Okay. Yeah, that's honestly fine with me. I'm going to attempt to activate the Dark Burley from drop. I'm going to banish, let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Banish 6.
Yep.
3, 4, 5, 6. Summon?
I'll work with Vegeta.
Yeah. You don't have any battle cards in grave, right?
Oh, no.
Okay. Declare attack on leader.
No negate.
No negate. Comboing with gravy. Putting back 2. 35.
Activate battle. Discard, draw 1. I'll take it. Go to
Okay.
1.
Interesting. All right. So you have 10 in hand.
I have 9 in hand.
9. Okay. All right. Well, we can almost guarantee this next attack is not going through. So, yeah, I'm gonna activate Dark Burley from drop again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, leaving 2 cards in my drop. You have a response?
Nope.
Declare attack on leader.
No negate.
Okay. Now, generally, you would think, okay, your opponent's at 1 life. Shotgun the hand. The end. That is not the case against Invoker because they have a card called Emperor's Death Beam that will neg this 30k and immediately kill it. They also have combination attack, but that only works on 5 drops or less. But his leader can just grab the death beam that I know exists. It's not smart to do it that way. So instead, I'm actually just not going to combo anything. He's just, yeah, I'm not going to combo anything. Just 30.
Activate battle.
Yep.
Discard, draw. Go to 15. Super combo to 25.
Mm-hmm.
Arrival of Cooler.
Yeah, no response.
So Cooler's auto will trigger. You send the top card of your deck to your drop area. Always enjoyable. And then we will minus 10k the one that's attacking me and the gravy for the fun of it.
Yeah.
So you're at 20 to my 25.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. I'm just thinking about what to do next. I think we're fine to just pass. Go ahead. Yeah, Invoker's not killing you on 4 energy, so I have like another turn to kind of try to break the wall. But he can do this, that, and the other this turn to make it harder for him to die. So we'll see what happens.
Activate Arena.
Yep.
We're going to put those on the bottom. That is not good.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We're going to warp an Emperor's Death Beam to look at the top part of the deck and hope. It worked. Royal Condemnation.
Nice.
We're going to do it again with a Catastrophic Blow. It worked. Emperor's Death Beam.
Nice.
And we're going to try it one more time with another Emperor's Death Beam. It worked. Oddly, we're in this together.
Yep.
Well, that's the hat trick. Let's go for 4.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Nice. Nice. It be like that sometimes.
Now, none of these are the card that I'm looking for. But it's always nice to just draw 4 cards for no reason. The reason, if you're wondering why I did that blindly each time, is because I want to increase my odds of finding cards like Violent Rays, Topo, Turn Enders, basically. Because my leader gets to draw a card when he attacks. And so the odds of hitting a spell like that are not that high, and the odds of hitting 4 of them are really low. But sometimes it happens like that.
Yeah. It do be like that sometimes.
It do indeed. It do indeed. Now, he comboed with a Mechikabura, which means I know for a fact he has another Mechikabura in his hand. But he did just mill a Mechikabura, and I doubt he plays 4. He probably plays 3.
Mm-hmm.
So what I could do here is get an Awaken off and look at his hand and rip the Mechikabura, which might end up being the best call. If he plays the 1-drop Goku that makes me discard extra cards when I use a counter, it doesn't make the Violent Rays that much sadder because of the 4 cards I just drew. And he has a lot of good attack targets on the board, things that I want to die, and I have plenty of things to attack him with. He's also at 4 health, which means I need to look at my damage output and see if I can kill him next turn, whether he's at 4 or if he has to be at 3 or 2 or 1. And he plays Super Kamehameha. So, in his position right now, his ideal hand would be a Super Kamehameha and a Mechikabura, so that he can Mechikabura call my Victory Strike and have the Super Kamehameha to stop the Rival Seeker. How many cards are in your hand?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
9. So if I had to guess, that would be 9 of the cards in his hand. I mean, 2 of the 9 cards in his hand. All right, so the best way to handle this turn, I'm going to attack Gravy with Vegeta.
No negate.
19.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, there's no reason to protect Gravy. He did what he was supposed to do.
I'm going to attack your leader with my leader.
No negate.
Activate battle. I'm going to discard We're in this together.
Mm-hmm.
It serves no purpose in this matchup. Draw 1. And just 15.
So I'm just thinking God, how many cat blows exist that I know of?
Currently, you are aware of 3.
3. Okay, that is.
They're all in.
Damn, I don't know. 3 cat Exflifer blows is more than 4 damage, so I'm just thinking. So knowing that he has 3 cat blows, it doesn't. I don't think it actually matters whether I'm at 4 or 3 or 2 or I don't know. I'm just thinking because I can obviously out combo this.
So
I don't think I want to.
So the way it works is, as far as damage output from Invoker goes, their maximum damage output is going to be their amount of mana plus 2 to 3 6-drop Gokus. So it would be 5, 6, 7, 8 would be my maximum output next turn if my hand is 3 Rival Seeker and 3 6-drop Gokus.
Right, but even
if my hand is 1 Rival Seeker and 1 6-drop Goku, then I can do 2 damage from the cat blows I return, plus 1 damage from the Goku, plus my leader's effect can add back a cat blow, so I can do 4 damage. In general, Invoker can do 4 damage on turn 5.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm just gonna take it.
And I personally am okay with that because it means that I get to use my leader's effect 2 turns in a row instead. I'm going to attempt to attack your leader with my Cooler.
Yeah, I'm gonna Power Burst. And I'm just gonna Power Burst because I want to grab a 1-drop from my Warp. So negate.
Yep. Now, an interesting thing about playing against Invoker, sometimes you actually want to negate the leader attack so that I can't cycle a card. I was clearly digging for something there, and so negating the leader attack would have also been a completely acceptable play. Not that what he did was wrong. It was fine.
Right. You have freaking 12 cards in hand. There's a negate. He's looking for a Violent Rays or I would assume a Sleepy Boy.
So I'm going to go ahead and tap one and Death Beam the Demigra.
Yep.
And then we're going to Awaken. And the reason I'm awakening here, I can explain after the game. It has to do with what my hand does not have. So we're going to put a Sensu Bean and a Royal Condemnation. Untap one, draw 3. And we got the card we were looking for, so it ended up being worth it in the end. Now I'm going to use my Leader's Effect to look at his hand, which means that I got to count my deck real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Which means that what I want to do is use this Death Beam in my drop area first. And the simple reason for that is because I want to, if it's a multicolor spell, draw it with this effect before I draw with my leader. So I use it, it is not, and then we're going to Leader Effect, draw a card to look at his hand.
Yep.
So there actually is not a Meki Kabura in his hand, but there is a Kamehameha. Mm-hmm. And more than likely, that is the correct target. Just have to confirm. And that is, in fact, the correct target.
Yep. Yeah, because it hits Topo and Rival Seeker, so it's just really good.
Yep. And I will pass turn with that.
Draw. Okay. So, yeah, with him having 4 energy up, it's pretty annoying. He has access to Topo, Sleepy Boy, Violent Rays, this, that, the other. I'm going to skip charge because I'm not really going to be spending much energy this turn. Now I'm going to check all my grave and stuff. 1, 2, 3. 3 battle cards and drop. Yeah, so we're going to use our leader ability. Go ahead.
Also, as he said earlier, as an Invoker, I have access to my warp and drop spells as well during battle. So it's always important to note what I have in warp. So I have access to Death Beam. I have access to Combination Attack, which doesn't affect his deck very much, but it might affect yours. So it's always important to remember your Invoker player also has a separate hand that they can access using their Leader's Awaken skill.
Exactly. All right, so again, it's impossible to play around everything. There's, just off the top of my head, there's Topo, Violent Rays, Sleepy Boy, any amount of D-Magic, even Cooler again. There's a lot of stuff. So simplest play we're going to do is play around Violent Rays, attack with a 6-drop first, attack your leader. Yep.
That is the correct thing to do. I am going to Violent Rays. I had none in my hand, which is why I awakened. Otherwise, I would have just passed.
Yeah, I figured.
And I managed to actually just draw 2 of them, so we'll discard an additional Violent Rays. Yeah. And I'm going to call battle cards.
Yeah. Discarding the second Violent Rays definitely signifies the, what would I call it? This is the last turn I get to play. Otherwise, he would want the second Violent Rays. Now we're going to swing with our leader, attack into your leader, probably just some other type of negate.
We're going to attempt to Topo.
Yeah, no response.
We'll discard a Royal Condemnation.
Sure.
Now, Topo doesn't do much to his deck, but it does negate the leader attack, which is the only thing I'm afraid of.
Yeah. Tap 1 for Toa.
Sure.
I'm going to look through the deck. Parasite Ball. Summon 1-drop. Response.
I have no Invoker mana open.
Gotcha. Last Dark Broly.
So all of my Invoker spells... Yeah, sure. All of my Invoker spells, you want the Cooler or the Topo?
Definitely the Cooler.
Cooler. All of my Invoker spells require a red-blue multicolor energy to use with the Invoker keyword, which means if your Invoker opponent only has a blue card up, you do not have to be afraid of things like Royal Condemnation. However, super combos still untap that multicolor energy, so you should always be afraid of Death Beam and Combination Attack, or at least aware of them.
Yep. Man, you got how much?
In hand, 8.
8, yeah. Yeah, this is why Unison is good against decks like let's say like anything that plays Violent Rays and Nimbus. I just main this Unison, which isn't good against Invoker because I can never play her in a state where she'll be able to attack. Because I could play a Unison and get an additional attack. Not saying he doesn't have another negate, but yeah, go for it. Go ahead. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing. Violent Rays pretty heavily shuts down the deck. You kind of just run out of resources throughout the game. So a well-timed Violent Raid is obviously very good.
So I draw and charge. I use Arena to look at the top. That's just more damage, so we'll choose that one. I'm going to activate my leader's effect now. Draw a card, and let me see your hand.
Super combo, not much. Yeah, I don't have any interaction, no negates, no counterplays.
He has no interaction, and incidentally, I could kill him with Victory Strike here as well.
Mm-hmm.
The best card to rip from his hand would be the 1 mana 10k. So I will rip the 1 mana 10k. Victory Strike shuts off the effect of all of his other cards, including his leader, his non-extra cards. So including his leader, which means he would not be able to use these 0 mana 0ks as combo power.
Yeah.
However, I do not need Victory Strike because I have 3-drop Rival Seeker.
Yep.
So tap 3 mana. And I use Rival Seeker's effect to return 2 of my my warped spells, Catastrophic Blow and Catastrophic Blow. To play a 6-drop Goku on top of him.
Mm-hmm.
6-drop Goku then puts this 3 energy in my drop area and puts 3 cards from my drop area in my energy. We'll go with a Super Combo, a Sleepy Boy, and a Sleepy Boy. So what that does is it fixes my... Not only does it make this card 0 mana, but it fixes my mana all multicolors now.
Mm-hmm.
And then I can go ahead. This is already game, but just to show what Invoker can do.
Mm-hmm.
We have another Rival Seeker here. I can tap 1 mana to activate a Catastrophic Blow.
Mm-hmm.
He'll take 2 damage from that. And then banish the Catastrophic Blow. It hit, incidentally. And then we'll use the second Rival Seeker, add back both of these Catastrophic Blows. To play another 6-drop. To get this energy back, so it goes to drop, comes back. And then I can do an additional 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage total.
On top of the 2 you already did.
Correct. So that was 7 damage in 1 turn.
Yeah, gotcha. All right. Well, that was Invoker. Game 2. I guess we'll side real quick.
Yeah.
What were you gonna? You said you're gonna explain something after the game.
Oh, the awakening early because I didn't have Violent Rays.
Oh yeah. So you were just saving your as much draw power as possible because you wanted to dig.
Yeah. So if I choose not to awaken until I get to 5 mana, that's how I can play around your Super Kamehameha. Mm-hmm. Because I pay 3 for Goku, and then you Kamehameha it, and then if I have a second Goku, I awaken and pay 3 for that. Exactly. But I can do the same thing with my leader's effect, ripping cards from your hand.
Yeah.
And that allowed me to dig 3 deeper for Violent Rays. I main decked 3 Rays, and I didn't see a single one there until the very end.
Right.
So it's very important to you want to save your awaken for a good amount of time, but at a certain point, unless you are playing against something like green where you want to awaken, use Sensu Beans under a Victory Strike and kill them with Catastrophic Blows, you kind of want to awaken around 4 or 5 or 4 on your opponent's turn so you can actually take cards from their hand.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't actually side that much for Invoker, actually. That's one of them. Invoker's not a deck you're going to see a lot. So in terms of like actual sideboard space, there's not a lot of cards you have. I don't want to devote any sideboard space 100% to Invoker. There's just certain cards that are good in a lot of matchups that are also happen to be good against Invoker as well. I guess we can probably just get into that after the game.
Yeah. We can talk about our side deck.
Yeah, I'm going first, of course.
Yeah. It's going to take me a second to do some of this side decking. A lot of cards are kind of worthless against Dark Broly, but your main deck is already generally strong enough to handle it.
Yeah.
So even though in theory I have 6 cards I could put in, in practice, there are only about 3 that I want to take out for the match.
Right. Yeah, I mean that's pretty much how the matchup goes. Is you're gonna deal a lot of damage, and then once Vegeta hits the board, it's hard to deal damage. Like I said, I didn't have Makekabura on my the turn before he charges the 3. You want a Makekabura Vegeta that locks him out of just a lot of cards like Sleepy Boy Technique, Death Beam, even Royal Condemnation. It just locks him out of cards. He's gonna have to have a lot of different. Dimensional Magic and Beerus. That way, it just makes the matchup easier. So, but we didn't have it. That's okay. We're gonna have it eventually. You know, sometimes you will, sometimes you won't. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's not much to say about it. Like that. That was like honestly, sometime that was Invoker 101. I don't know what else you would call it. You know, it takes a lot of damage early, and then it stabilizes, and then it wins. So.
Yep. Oftentimes, you'll be able to put Invoker to 2 or 1 life pretty easily, and then that last 2 or 1 damage is so hard to do.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, a lot of people who don't quite understand the deck tend to think that once you put your opponent at 1, the game is over, or just low. Like you get your opponent to 2 life, but because Invoker just has so much counterplay, counter negate, or it's really difficult.
Yeah, it's also a common misconception that when you put Invoker low, the game was close.
Right, yeah.
But the game is only close if you're actually able to push that attack through and almost kill them.
Exactly. Ooh, this is pretty good. This is exactly how we want to start. I'm going to keep 3.
I'll keep 0 because, as a general rule, no arena, try again.
Exactly. Cut. So while we're setting up, what do you think about like general webcam stuff? I know me and you both entered quite a few webcam tournaments. What do you think? What do you think about webcam stuff?
I'm glad that we have that as an outlet. I really appreciate the fact that Bandai is willing to support the game still, even under the current conditions. And I think that speaks volumes for them as a company and for our game, considering other games, not to name any names, but don't have a lot of the support that we've still been getting from Bandai. However, webcam events in practice are frustrating because the camera angle is kind of annoying. I can see all his cards. He can hopefully see all of my cards, but it's still kind of annoying to deal with that. You have more of an incentive for people to cheat because it's easier for them to do it, which I'm not saying that they do. Most people are really cool in this game. Some aren't. And ultimately, the biggest problem with webcam events is the pace. You will go into time so much more often in a webcam event just through general issues, tech problems, having somebody read their card to you 4 times because you yourself cannot just pick it up and read it.
Right.
You have all these difficulties, and they're not really accounted for very well. I think that for webcam events, they should really increase the amount of time in each round from 60 to 70 minutes to help account for that. But then you have other logistical issues and problems. So while I appreciate the webcam events and what they provide us for our game, I think that there are a lot of caveats to that, and I do look forward to when we get back to not having to do this.
Yeah, I don't have much to add. That was pretty good. So let's get right into it. Charge a 6-drop again. I don't really want these in hand. You want 1 in drop, 1 in deck. Use leader ability, take a life. Looking at 1, 2, 3, and I hit 3 off the top. That's what you want to see. We're going to tap 1 for the good card, the Fighting Spirit. Whenever he activates a counter, he has to warp a card. Really good in this matchup. Go ahead. I actually main deck it. I just didn't see it game 1.
All right, we're going to draw for turn. And then we're going to do the Charge of Shame, a multicolor pass.
Yeah, I will also draw for turn. Man, my hand, so my hand's actually super good. Yeah, I charge another 6-drop. It's kind of risky to do this. Just in case there's 2 in my life, I'll get knocked out of access to this card for the rest of the game, but it's the worst card in my hand. So we're going to use leader ability again, take another life. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I hit 2. 5 in drop, that's the perfect number because coming right up, Demigra. Dark Overrealm, because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to draw a card for Demigra. Yeah, I'm going to attack, obviously. He warped the Sensu Bean, and then I'm not going to combo.
Activate battle, discard, draw, and take it.
Yeah. And then we're going to attack with our leader.
Don't negate.
10k. I don't need to combo. He's going to just do his ability, and I'm okay with that because I wanted to draw a card. Go.
Right. So he didn't attack with the Goku because it would probably die on the crackback.
100%, yeah. Yeah, this card when he attacks does take a life, so there's a good chance I'm going to use it next turn to Self-Awaken, but you want to get like some value out of it. He's going to have energy up next turn, so we'll see what happens.
All right, I'm going to charge another dual color card.
Oh, all right. His hand sucks. That's unfortunate.
I'm going to tap one for Arena. Shut up.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Oh, man, and it does not get better.
Yeah, and my hand's actually, I would almost call my hand perfect. So this game is probably going to go a little differently than last game.
Ruh-roh. I'm going to add a Death Beam.
Yeah.
Okay, then let's attack that Demigra.
Yes.
I'm going to activate battle, discard that Death Beam, draw a card. 15, pass.
Yeah, draw. Ooh, I have a difficult charge.
Good.
I mean, it's difficult, but it's not, but it is. Charging a gate. I don't generally like charging negates against Invoker because you generally need 2, but I don't think we're getting to turn 5 this game, so we'll see how it's going to pan out. So I don't really have to play around much. He's at freaking 2 tapped energy. I don't have to play around anything, really, so we're just going to make attacks, but we're going to use our leader ability first. I like to start with the leader ability because it gives me the most information. 4, 5, and we hit 3. These are all have been solid mills this game. So yeah, we're gonna swing with Demigra first. Right now he has the least amount of cards in hand, so he's gonna have the least amount of options to choose what he wants to warp. Warping that guy. Just 30k.
I'll take it. I have no spells to cycle.
I got you. So that puts you at 6 life.
Yep.
Again, we're using a little handy dice off to the side because it's a little hard to tell sometimes. Even when I have black sleeves, that might even be harder to tell. Yeah, now we're going to swing with this because it puts us to 4 life and lets us awaken. So declare attack on leader.
Renegade.
Activate ability. And we're just going to go to 15.
And still no spells, so I'll draw it.
All right. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
So he's looking on his leader swing here to get a Champa in, too.
Thinking about it. Cards. You had cards in hand?
Not a lot, man. I got 7.
7. And you're
Yeah.
5 life, man. So, okay, I'm going to do this a little weird, but I'm going to explain why after I do it. Savage Rush.
Sure.
Ball. It's exactly what he said about the Champa, so I'm just going to show you. One of the cards I hit with my leader that went to the bottom was a Champa. Because I'm going to draw 3 cards with my leader swing, I just want to re-randomize the deck. I don't have a Champa. Not that my opponent would know that, but I wanted to re-randomize the deck to give me a higher chance of drawing a Champa here. And yeah, he has no battle cards, so we're going to cut after shuffling. And we're going to swing lead into lead.
No negate.
So we're going to draw a card. We're definitely going to awaken. And yeah, we didn't really get it. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom, 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 boom. He's at 5 life. We're gonna have another 3 attacks this turn. Yeah, I need to 1, 2. I need to combo 1 card. So I might as well draw cards because I need to combo a card. 1, 2, 25. It doesn't make a lot. Basically, I'm doing Dark Broly math. I need to put an additional card in my drop to make my play as good as I want to make it. So I'm just using a super combo to maintain hand size. I have a bunch of cards in hand. Declare attack with this guy.
No good.
That's just a 30k again. Yep.
Activate battle, discard, draw, and take it.
Okay, so that puts you down to 3 life. We're going to use our leader's ability. We're going to put back 1, 2, 3 cards into our drop. We're going to draw 1. Man, pretty good, pretty good. And we're going to activate a Dark Broly from drop. I'm going to choose the blocker. I have access to both, but because he doesn't have any battle cards, I might as well establish a blocker for free. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yep.
And
also, if he were to get locked due to me not letting him get any attacks through or something, it's better to be locked on a blocker and have access to removal for things like Cooler than it is to be locked on the other guy and get a useless blocker.
Yeah, exactly. And I do have access. If he coolers me, I will have access to this card. So I'm just trying to play around a wide variety of cards. And we're going to declare an attack.
No negate.
30k. Oh, yeah, I don't need a combo. These are big boys. If he wants to get over them, he's going to have to do his own shenanigans.
I'm going to activate battle, discard a violent raise.
Oh, okay.
Draw 1 and take it.
Okay. We're going to tap 2 to play Makekabura. We're going to call Vegeta 3. This is going to lock him out of his Vegeta next turn. We're going to activate his activate main, add a parasitic ball from deck to hand.
Can't lock me out of what I don't have.
Yeah, I mean, that's also fair. And you're at 2 life?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And cards in hand. I'm assuming you have a lot.
Nope. I have 9.
That's actually not that many. Oh, man. So I have 2 options. I can go in here and try to be Mr. Cool Guy, win the game on turn 3. Or I can kind of just maintain value. He did discard Violent Raise, which is a trick. He has another Violent Raise in hand. Unless his hand is that horrible. I don't know. So we're just thinking here. I don't think I'm going to be Mr. Cool Guy, but we're still going to try to push damage. I'm going to attack his leader.
No negate.
I'm going to combo 1 to 20k. That way, if he wants to super combo, it also forces his Awaken. So I'm just going to combo to 20.
All right. Activate battle. Discard.
Yeah.
Draw 1. Go to 15, and your math was off.
Oh, yep. Correct.
Combo.
Yeah.
And then we're going to tap 1 for a cooler.
Ah, very nice. Yeah, no response.
So, mill 1.
Mill 1. Boom. 1 drop. Good mill.
And then we're going to minus 10k 2 of your Brolys, because your Goku currently sits at 15 still and will not die to the cooler.
That is correct. So this gives me some option. He's tapped out again.
You will minus the Goku anyway. So I'm curious. Let's see here.
Yeah.
For the duration of the turn. Does Goku also say for the duration of the turn?
It says for the turn.
For the turn. All right. So both effects will wear off at the end of the turn, but as turn player, he gets to pick the order they wear off. So he'll have my cooler wear off before his Goku wears off.
Correct. Yeah, I don't want my guy to die. So he just dropped 2 cards out of his hand, so he's at 7.
Correct.
You know, I can push more damage this turn, but it's pretty greedy to do so. Man, but I want to be. We're on camera. I want to be Mr. Cool Guy and push damage. So let me do more Broly math. He could just demat. Well, not really, right? All right, I'll be Cool Guy. All right, we're gonna Overrealm. Overrealm 4. Go 10. Do you have a response? No, you're tapped out, right?
I am tapped out.
All right. So Goten is gonna attack.
Can you read him to me again, please?
Yeah. 15k. Once per turn, choose one card in your hand, discard it, switch this card to active mode.
How many cards are in your hand?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, we're gonna Dimension Magic, paying the Goku cost, parking.
Okay. Alrighty. We're gonna activate Goten. Tap untap. By the way, the reason I sided this in is because Violent Rays. It's not good against Topo, but as you saw, Violent Rays turned off my entire turn. So declare attack again.
I don't want to die, so Topo.
Yep.
Goku is once per turn.
Yeah, he's once per turn. Yeah.
I know, I was saying that for the people.
Okay. Cards in hand.
4.
Bruh. I gotta think. All right. So even if I negate the Topo, it still negates the attack. But he does. Yeah, he only got 4 cards in hand. Yeah, that's it. So he stopped me from trying to be a cool guy. That's all right. End of the turn, Overrealm disappears, obviously. And he's still in a horrible spot, though. I have very many more cards than him, and he has. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think he has it out to victory. But we'll see how it plays out. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards in hand to his 5.
4, because I have to charge.
Yep.
Arena effect.
Oh yeah, duh.
Alright, we're gonna banish a Death Beam.
Yep.
The Tyranny's cost.
Ooh, nice.
Attack Goku.
No negate.
20.
Yeah, he's pretty big. He's dead.
Attack Mechikabura.
No negate.
Discard draw. 15.
Generally I would try to protect him, but he has a cooler swing as well, so that's fine.
Pass.
Draw for turn. So he absolutely has another Violent Raise, unless his hand is absolute horrible trash. You had 5 in hand, right?
That is correct.
Okay, yeah. So he can Violent Raise. I'm going to charge because I want energy. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I'm going to charge 1. And he has 5 cards in hand. So, I mean, it's not like his hand is amazing or anything. So we're just going to make it simple. We're going to attack into leader with Demigra.
You have how many in hand?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Hmm. Mm-hmm. I have to think about this. If I violent raise here, I have 2 cards left in my hand.
Not a lot.
So, it is technically not a lot. That is right. Hmm. Unfortunately, I don't think I have a choice. So I'm going to violent raise,
Mhm.
discarding a Sleepy Boy and warping Goku for your Reaper's effects. Calling battle cards.
Gotcha. So yeah, these are now combo power. You discarded Tyranny's Cost, right?
I discarded Sleepy Boy technically.
I'm sorry. Last turn.
Tyranny's Cost,
Yeah,
last
yeah,
turn.
yeah.
Yeah.
So Tyranny's Cross was the only card I knew for a fact he had in his hand, but he discarded it, so I don't know any. We're just gonna make this simple. Honestly, we're gonna tap one for Gohan, draw a card. I also side this in against Invoker. It is not horrible. It's not great. It's fine. I'm gonna use my leader's ability, putting back 1, 2, 3, drawing a card, and we're gonna declare attack with our leader.
On the gate with Dimension Magic.
Yep.
I will not untap.
Yep. Now he has 1 card in hand, so we're probably gonna be fine here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6. Tap 2 for gravy.
Okay.
And declare attack.
On the gate.
He has 1 in hand, so you're at 1 life, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he actually can't even awaken, so he is pretty fucked. We'll do this.
That is the plan. Yeah, you got that.
yeah. So okay. So as you can, it's not a hopeless matchup. That was a really good game for me. Yeah, your hand was pretty horrible. Generally when you see Invoker charging double dual color, you're like, oh man, GG.
Yeah. My hand was very terrible, but I get to go first game 3.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. But
Changes
yeah,
a whole lot.
yeah. That was a really good example of everything going perfectly right for me. I curved out perfectly. My mills were all as good as they could have been. That was pretty much height peak Dark Broly. You're not gonna get games much better than that. So when I'm opening perfectly and my opponent is opening double dual color, it'd be like that sometimes. It'd be like that.
And no spells. Don't forget the no spells.
Yeah. It was. That's the type of games I'm trying to luck into on the bubble.
Like I was sitting on my 3rd Rival Seeker and my Victory Strike the whole time. So every time you made me warp a card, I had to warp like the Tournament of Power Arena because it was the only thing I could really stand to lose and still have a win condition.
Yeah.
You don't actually want to see Victory Strike that early in a hand destruction matchup.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's basically playing with 1 less card in your hand or you banish it.
Yep. Man, that goes back to OG Victory Strike versus androids, right? You're just like you mull it back so they don't sell you and dump your whole hand.
Yes, I've thrown a Victory Strike back many a time.
Yeah.
Okay, now this hand is a lot better.
Well, you hate to see it. I'm gonna keep.
If your Invoker opponent ever keeps any number of cards in their hand is good.
My hand's okay. Man, how many did you keep?
2.
You kept 2. Oh, okay, that's a blue and a arena. That's what 2 means, I would think. Yeah, I think I'm also gonna keep 2. I could keep like up to 4. Yeah, but they're just not good enough. Like it was a pretty medium hand. I'm gonna try to search for cards that are really good, like Makekabura and Super Kamehameha, rather than keeping just random cards that are decent. All right, so 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay, that was actually pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, ready when you are, boss.
All right, so I'm going to try something different this time. I'm going to charge a dual color and pass, but I'm doing this for a reason.
All right. We're going to charge an energy. We're going to start with our leader ability. Take one. Look at 1, 2, 3. Yep, that's a good 3. We're going to swing leader into leader.
Not a game.
Draw a card. Again, he's going to do his thing. Just 10k. He's going to do his ability, and that's okay. We're going to tap 1 for Gohan. Draw a card. And we're going to pass.
Okay.
Yeah, this Gohan, it gets hit by Cooler. It's not amazing in this matchup, but it can... It's just like... It's also, again, I don't want to devote anything to solely Invoker, because this is also good enough against blue. So it's one of those things where it's just good enough to side in. Go ahead.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to go ahead and charge a Rival Secret because I don't actually think I need to charge the blue card in my hand here. Activate Tournament of Power Arena. And at the end of the game, I'll explain why I charged a dual color card. It has to do with what you did last game and how I don't think it was correct.
Okay.
Arena.
Sure.
Oh, it's so much better this game. Look at this. It worked.
Yeah. Death Beam. Okay.
Oh yeah. Can't complain about that, but I will never attack you, so go ahead.
Yeah. Draw.
So here he's in an interesting position. He can either Demigra me or Mechikabura me to stop Vegeta, but he cannot do both.
Exactly. Yep. I'm gonna charge Mira. It's not good in this. Again, he's just gonna negate this attack. He can't out combo my leader anyway. Which is if he's at 1
Your
life.
leader is
Yeah, pretty much. And then he can also just kill this with Death Beam. So Mirror, again, not good in this matchup. We're going to start with our guy here.
Now, Invoker actually can go very tall once.
3, 4, 5. Okay, we hit 1. All right.
Looks like Mech on this turn.
Yeah, it could look like that. It could if I draw it with this attack. Attack leader.
1K.
Yoink. All right. 10k, sir.
Activate battle, discard, draw 1.
Yep. Man, oh man. Not perfect.
You really did.
What'd you say?
I said after I struggled in the last game, man, you love to see it. You really do.
You love to see it. So he's at 7 life. First damage.
I'm at 8 life. You haven't done a single damage.
He's at 8 life. Cards in hand.
5, I think.
5.
Yeah, 5.
So I just have to think about how much damage I actually want to push this turn.
Somebody's got to go 10 or Gohan, whatever that dual attack Turles thing is.
Somebody might have that. Yeah, somebody might. Oh, man. We're going to tap 1 for Broly.
Sure. Because he's tapped 1 now, there's nothing he can do that I'm actually afraid of.
Exactly, yep. And, yep, we're going to go for the Whippy from Handy.
Yeah, I lose a death. No.
Yep.
Actually, in fact, we're gonna warp a Vegeta, not a death. I'm sorry.
That's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can put him to 4.
Cool. Then I can awaken.
Yeah, I know. It's not great. Yeah, I'm just not in a good spot. That's okay though. I mean, it is what it is, right? We're definitely just gonna swing.
Yeah, you have to put pressure on Invoker. If you're like, I can't kill them this turn, so I don't want to give them these cards in hand, like you're just delaying the inevitable. You have to kill me or you die on turn 5. That's just how it goes.
Yeah, we saw how many cat blows you had, and I'm already at 6 life, so
He's already dead, technically. No negate.
right. That's just 30. That's a damage.
Right, activate battle, discard the death beam, draw a card, take it.
Yeah, and here's the thing, right? Dealing damage the turn he summons Vegeta. He's going to summon Vegeta and awaken. Which only really gives him access to 1 energy. Now, that 1 energy turns into more energy. But if he starts with 4 energy, it's a lot harder. So I'm probably pushing damage this turn. I'm just thinking about it. Thinking about the most effective way to push damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you're at 7 life.
Yep. How many cards are in your hand?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
All right. And your drop area has 5 black battle cards and 1 red card, right?
Correct. All of that was true. So yeah. Brainwash no more. Warping 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can now put 3 back. I'm gonna put 3 back.
Sure thing. Yeah, so this card in this match isn't very good outside of summoning it because his effect does not stop Victory Strike from winning the game because Victory Strike turns it off, and he can't do anything to cap blows.
Exactly.
But he's just a good summon.
Yeah. Goku. Attack.
Okay.
Ability. We'll go Gravy. Putting back 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 25.
Ooh. So that does that put 7 in your drop?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
All right. Activate battle. We're going to discard a condemnation, draw a card, and take it.
Attack Massan.
No negate.
30.
We're gonna activate battle, discard a combination attack, draw a card, and take it.
Yep. Activate a Burly from drop. Again, he has nothing on the board, so I'm going to get the blocker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And attack leader.
No negate.
30k.
How many cards does that leave you with?
5.
Very interesting.
Yeah, it's not that big a deal that I go down to 5 cards in hand here. I draw 5 cards next turn, so I'll shoot right back up.
Activate battle, discard, draw,
Yep.
and I'll take it.
Yep. End of the turn, overwhelm goes away. Go ahead. So yeah, like I said, if he summons Vegeta here and awakens, he'll only have access to 1 energy. So it puts me in a better position than trying to kill him when he has 4 energy already. So it's just stuff like that.
Activate Arena's effect.
Yeah. The bad news is my Goku is dying.
The bad news is his Goku is dying. These are facts. We're going to banish a Death Beam, add a Death Beam, and we're going to banish a Condemnation, add a Condemnation.
Wow. He did that on purpose. He definitely, yeah.
So, not just that, though, you also want to have 1 of each name banished in case you need to use your leader effect to add cards to your hand. You don't want to add the ones that banish themselves from your drop area if you can avoid it.
Exactly.
But he is correct. I did that on purpose for the aesthetics.
Yeah. I just meant the order, yeah.
Attack your Goku.
No negate.
Murder your Goku. 15.
Yep.
All right, so he has that Gohan on the board, which is, in a word, obnoxious. Because I'm going to have to waste a Beerus Cooler on it, which means I have to let an attack get through. Or waste it on my turn, which is not correct. He has 5 cards in his hand, so I have to weigh whether Awakening is good enough. He can definitely push a seriously large amount of damage this coming turn. Hmm. Thinking about this.
Mm-hmm.
If I choose not to establish Vegeta, he can draw Mechikabura in his infinite hand and play it. But that's actually a trap at the same time.
Yeah, because you'll have 4 energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if he does that, then he can't play Mechikabura to stop me from killing him the next turn.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm in a good enough position not to be afraid of anything, so I can pass turn.
Yep. Draw for turn. I'm going to look at everything before I charge. Now, because all this energy, this signifies Topo, this signifies Violent Rays, this, that, and the other. There's a lot of options he could have. I'm going to charge this guy, right? No. What do we have here? Yeah. Charge 6 drop. I already have one, so we'll be okay. Yeah, we're going to start with our leader ability. Look at the top 5. 1, 2, 3. Oh, no. Oh, no. I should have just awoken. Oh, all right. That's pretty bad.
That is the game, boys. That's the game.
That couldn't have gone any worse because it's so funny. The top cards off my deck were Mechikabura and Super Kamehameha. So I could have just awoken. But that's okay. We can't see the. Oh, that was so bad. Damn it. We can't see the future though. That's okay. Oh man. So do we play?
Only fair after game 2.
Yeah, it's how it be. So do we play around Topo or do we play around Violent Rays? I think we just play around Violent Rays by swinging here first. If he Topos, we'll be okay.
I'm going to attempt to Topo.
Yeah, no response. Yep. That's fine. So if I want to attack with my leader, I have to discard 2 cards. We might still do that, but I'm just thinking. Golly, bro. That was bad. That was not good at all.
Now, admittedly, Topo there was a risk because he could have Super Kamehameha'd it. However, we're not all blessed with Violent Rays in our hands. So sometimes you have to take a risk. He also said that he just put a Kamehameha at the bottom.
Right, yeah. In a more, I'd say, competitive state where you're not telling your opponent what you have in your hand. Yeah, we're going to declare an attack, and to pay cost, we're going to discard 2 cards.
I will not negate that.
Okay, so we're going to draw a card with our leader. We're going to go ahead and awaken. Well, that was better. That kind of made up for some shortcomings.
How many cards does that put in your hand now? Is it 7?
7, yep.
8?
7, yeah.
7, okay.
Cards in hand?
Oh, just 8.
Just 8, and you're at 4 life.
Yeah, I am also unawakened.
I know.
And 1 energy.
I know. So, I mean, I get pretty hard punished by a cooler here. Cooler is pretty bad. So, I'm trying to think what the best way. If he can use his ability, awaken, cooler, or Beerus cooler, that out combos that. I don't really need to. I don't really need to do anything. I'm just gonna go 15. I just wanted to draw cards.
Activate battle. Yeah. Discard, draw 1.
Yep.
And then I'm going to combo the Topo here because he can just warp it with his other guy.
Yep.
Or literally any card in his deck.
Yeah, that's very true.
And I don't have to attack him.
Yeah. We're going to use leader ability, put him back 3. I want to do this one, and this one. We're going to draw Mechikabura. All right. Broken. We did not draw Mechikabura. Jeez. Yeah, I don't have much. Ugh. It's so lame. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, man. He's got a D Magic up.
There are 6 in your drop area right now, right?
Yeah, there's 6.
Okay. Yeah, I have I have mana for D Magic or Violent Rays. I can also just take the attack because he negs 2 cards to do it.
Yeah. Demigra,
Yeah, sure.
we're going to declare attack. And we're going to pay cost.
Your cards. We'll need to warp a topo.
Do you negate?
No. Would you like to? 30? Okay. Activate battle. I'm going to discard a Royal Condemnation, draw 1, and I'll take it going to 3 left.
Yep.
So you are back at 7 cards, right?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4,
6. Okay.
Yeah.
That's right. The Demigra cycles himself. He doesn't actually add a card.
Yeah. Tap 1 for Toa.
Of course. That's not Meki Kubura.
I know. Parasitic Ball.
Yep.
Go ahead, bud. So yeah, and like what I said about getting the blocker, it's like, cool, now I have a blocker. Not that the blocker really matters against Invoker, but just good sequencing gives me access to a free blocker now, instead of just having this guy on the board who wouldn't have done anything.
Yes. Oh, man. My hand is weird. Honestly, I don't think I need this dimension magic.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let's go arena. Spells. Nope. 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 Ooh, but I need that card. That is not what you want to see. So he has 6 cards in his hand, so if I attack his leader, he's just going to take it.
Wow. It's great insight.
Means I don't necessarily want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to tap 3 for Vegeta.
Sure.
Now, here, again, if he did not have that Gohan, or if I had an answer to it, I would pass so that I could save my Awaken, or I would attack and then pass. But that Gohan complicates things a little bit. A lot of it, actually. So, we have to consider other pathways here. But if I do Awaken, I also get to use my Leader's Effect to look at his hand and see what he can do next turn to help me figure out what I should do next turn. So I'm going to attack the Demigra.
Sure.
Activate battle. Discard, draw 1. I will Awaken using a Cooler and a Sensu Beam. Yes, I had the Cooler. No, I did not have the beers. Tap 1, draw 3.
That's a lie. He had 2 coolers in hand, and now he's going to draw the beers.
That'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool. Just 20.
No combo.
No kidding. All right, I'm going to banish this Catastrophic Blow. Let's hope to get lucky like we did in Game 1. Unfortunately, you just can't sometimes. But that's okay. We still get to get a sneak peek at his hand. Let's see what's coming up.
Double ball, double 1-drop, Toa, and the super combo you're probably going to hit.
So his hand is a lot of attacks.
Oh, yeah.
Neither of those things are 1/15, right?
Yep.
So he's that super combo is definitely the thing that gets hit. But his hand is the most unintimidating hand I can possibly imagine at this moment. So because I'm a red leader. If I wasn't a red leader, his hand would spell certain death. All right, I'm going to, yeah, I hit the super combo, and then I'm going to use the effect of, let's go, Death Mute. That's the exact same card I just drew. Okay, cool.
Nice.
That happens sometimes, and it's weird. Really weird. Go.
Draw. Untap. Cards in hand.
Oh my goodness, man. 9.
9. It's
Just
so
9.
and 3 life, right? It's so hard for me to remember over webcam for some reason. I'm usually okay at doing it in real life, but
I try over webcam. In real life, I just count when people do this.
yeah,
And
exactly.
they shuffle their hands
Yeah.
a lot. I try to keep, but
no,
I'm usually off by 1 or 2, which means I'm not keeping track at all.
Yeah. So I'm going to start with leader ability because I want to draw a card. That was pretty good. Here, 3 life.
Yep.
9 cards in hand. And we want to play around Violent Rays.
Act. Okay, so he wants to tap 2, so it's either a Demigra or Meki Kabura he just drew. Let's hope it's Demigra.
Man, I don't know. I have...
But he also has to have 2 negates in his hand because he can still die to Victory Strike. So he'll have to call whichever one he thinks can kill him.
Yeah, I'm just thinking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards in drop.
Yep.
So, I mean, I can do it I can do a weird play that... Yeah, we're going to do the weird play. Evolve.
Ooh, all right. So I crit a life, right?
Do you want to... Yeah, you could kill your Vegeta. yeah, you crit a life. No, actually, you can't. He has barrier. You're forced. Yeah, you're forced.
You crit my Victory Strike. I'm sorry.
Nice. Yeah, that's not opt. That's
put a drop or warp. I think he puts it in drop, doesn't he?
He warps it.
Now he warps the other cards, but I think he puts the
he crits it. Yeah, you're right.
Okay. It doesn't matter. It's a Sensu Beam.
Yeah,
but yeah.
It could matter. Yeah. So that's not optimal. I just am trying to play around as much as possible. So I'm going to swing lead. Yeah, that's why it doesn't matter. Normally I would get an additional attack before evolving, but I just wanted to do it that way. Yep. So that dropped you to how many in hand? 6.
You put me at 6.
Okay, so I'm under Violent Rays.
Battle cards, obviously, is what I'm calling.
Yeah.
I discarded another Violent Ray and I worked a Sensu Beam.
Yeah, I got you.
And I know he drew that for one of his 2 cards, so he's going to want to warp another card from my hand now.
1 drop.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm going to search through the deck. Hopefully there's a 1 in the deck. That would throw a wrench. Damn it. Of course there's not. Let me see what's in my deck, though. Man. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Usually when I look through the deck, I'm more vigilant about what's in there. Damn. But, I mean, it's not that big a deal. We'll go with this. No target. Really, we're just getting more combo power.
So do you think that's the best call? Because I could condemn the other 6-drop.
Yeah, I'm aware.
I mean, I'm not going. I could condemn it.
I know. Yeah,
and then your leader attacks for game.
Right. Attempt to summon 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You're good. I'll warp a D magic.
So it puts him down to 4. Yeah, he's warping D magic, which is not a
down to 5.
Not a good.
I was at 6. I lose 1.
Not a good sign.
Correct.
Leader, declare attack on leader.
I'm going to Sleepy Boy.
Yeah, target.
No. Draw 2.
Okay. Cards. You have 5 in hand.
I have 6 in hand. I had 5. And Sleepy Boy draws 1.
Oh, whatever.
It's
Yeah,
not 2, but it replaces itself.
not good is all I can really say.
How many cards are left in your hand?
Just 3.
So it's a ball, a Toa, and a
Mystery card.
1-drop Broly.
No, it's a mystery. It's a ball, a Broly, and a mystery card.
Oh, okay. You used that Toa somewhere along the lines.
I just charged it.
Oh, you charged it. I can't see for the glare.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, we're in a bit of a predicament.
Bit of a kerfuffle here.
Obviously, we wanted the leader attack to go through so we could shotgun Champa. We could try to shotgun Champa this little Gohan. That's probably not going to end well, considering he'll only be like 24 compared to my leader, who would be a lot.
24 is 1 super combo out. Also, with my leader's effect, I have access to a death beam.
Yep. That's why.
Which means 1 super combo.
That's why it's not a good idea to do that. Yeah, we don't particularly have much of an option to do anything. We're gonna tap 1 to add ball back and pass, and we simply accept our fate.
Draw. Try a super combo. Arena.
Yep.
That's absurd. We'll keep those on top.
Awesome.
So we're going to banish a catastrophic blow to add a catastrophic blow.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to banish a royal condemnation to add a royal condemnation.
Nice.
Now, so I could do 3 damage with just the Rival Seeker. And normally I would have to use my leader effect to get that 4th damage. But because I was able to get a catastrophic blow off the top, I can now just look at his hand and pave the way for the game. And he, in fact, did not draw anything good. So we're going to hit that Vegeta. Then we're going to tap 3 for a Rival Seeker. Effect. Add back a Cat Blow and a Cat Blow. You would have probably worked this cooler with your...
Yeah. If we were actually, if I can actually look through my opponent's drop, yeah, that's what I would.
Yeah. I forgot about it too, but it's gone now. We remembered.
Yeah.
So we add these 2 back, put the 6-drop on top, and it does matter, by the way, because I could charge the cooler here.
Right. Yeah. So that's 1 less extra card that he would have access to theoretically. Not that it does matter, but it could.
So we'll put those 3 in the drop, and we'll go Rival Seeker, Sleepy Boy.
Yep.
And then we will Cat Blow, deals 2 damage.
I will block.
1 for the Cat Blow.
2 damage.
Then we will Cat Blow for 1 damage.
1 damage.
And then we will Cat Blow for the game.
Mill 1 off the top instead of taking a damage.
Wow. If the attack had gone through, you would have actually named Champa.
Yeah. Double Champa.
It was not going through.
Yeah, I figured. Good game, bro. Yeah, that was. I guess we can talk about. I don't know what you sided, but I only sided in 4 cards.
Real quick, let me explain why I charged the dual color.
Oh yeah, go for it.
So I had a cooler in hand. I was not aware that 3 of my Beeruses were in the bottom half of my deck, but the plan was game 1 you summoned Goku and didn't do anything with it, and it can just die if you swing with your leader and you get cooler Beerus.
Oh, yeah. I did not play around the cooler Beerus game 2. You're right, or game 3.
Yeah. And so, or game 2, no, it was game 2. You played around at game 3, you swung with your leader and then summoned the Gohan, but I think you did it the other way game 2.
Okay.
Regardless, though, you summoned it.
Right,
and because you did that, and then on your turn you attacked with your leader before attacking with him. And so my thing was, I'll just Beerus cooler if I draw a Beerus in the top 3 or 4 cards, but I didn't. When you didn't summon that Goku, you summoned the other guy, and so that was the plan behind the charging a multicolor turn 1.
Yeah.
Because I'm going first, I don't actually need to establish arena turn 1. I can do it turn 2 and violent raise if I need to.
Okay.
But your open was so weak that I didn't even need to charge the Sensu Bean from hand.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. I'm trying I'm
I
trying
don't
to.
remember if the blue card I kept was since you didn't mention that.
I got you. I'm looking through my cards real quick, just pulling out. Here we go. Pulling out cards that are good against Invoker in general to side. That way we can kind of talk about some of the sideboard options. Because I mean, as you saw, I don't think that this game is a horrible matchup for my deck. Even though you play stuff that's super annoying, like geez, what is it? I don't know. It's the name. Oh yeah, Violent Rays. Duh. I don't know why I was blanking on Violent Rays. I know what that is. Yeah. Violent Rays is super annoying. Topo, usually not that bad. Topo, as you saw, I was still able to push like 2 damage through a Topo.
Yeah, but that was okay with me too. You have
Yeah.
to topo early.
Yeah, you have to Topo because I play Super Kamehameha somewhere in this deck.
Mm-hmm.
Although I didn't actually use it that game, I don't think. I can just negate the Topo if I'm at 4 life. So as you said in your interview that we did, you want a Topo before I'm at 4 and then Violent Rays after I'm at 4. So yeah. These are like I said, I don't want to devote cards that are only good against Invoker because Invoker is not really heavily played, I don't think. You know what I mean? So this is good against blue. Because anytime blue demagics, they can't untap their energy. It's not actually good. This card's super mediocre, but it's good enough. As you saw, it was good enough. This card is good against anything that plays Violent Rays because it swings under Violent Rays. Other options that you could side are I just don't play these Gohans, but these also get under Violent Rays. Playing a Unison, I do main deck the 2 Toa, but playing a Unison that gets under that can actually attack against Invoker is good. This also helps with Violent Rays. It helps with Flying Nimbus. I just choose a different Unison. It's better. I think it's better against the field, worse against Invoker. And then you could play the Demonic Absorption. This card I think kind of just sucks in general. But these are all sideboard options you could have against Invoker.
So Dark Broly, Demonic Absorption is more of a trap. You actually want to use your mana on better cards.
Yeah.
If you just kill Vegeta, you still get Violent Rays.
Exactly.
Then like your turn is still over, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Or if you're not pressuring me enough, I don't even have to play the Vegeta.
Yeah.
Like I didn't play Vegeta from 3 there, so Demonic Absorption would have been a 5k combo in your hand.
Exactly.
Which isn't that that Gohan is good against things like Blue Baby, but it's not good against Invoker because of Beerus Cooler. I didn't see them, but
yeah.
In theory anyway.
Right. I think it's good enough.
Rays. Yeah, he's good enough. He draws a card. That's good enough.
Yeah.
He's also a 5k combo, and
the deck lacks. The deck lacks 5k combos that like your leader combos with stuff. But the deck lacks 5k combos. So like if I have to attack with a 30k, then I can combo this as well, as opposed to just only trying to win with my leader.
Yeah. I sided in 2 more Violent Rays. I lied game 1 apparently. I thought I main deck 3. I only main deck 2.
Okay.
So I sided in the other 2. And then that's why I probably didn't see it until the end of the game.
Yeah.
And I took out, we're in this together. This only kills Mechikaburas, and if he summons them, Demigra's, not Demigra, Gravy, in Demigra's Thrall. And so it's not actually very useful. And it's great against hand destruction. It is terrible against hand warping.
Yeah.
Because in hand destruction, when they discard a card from my hand, I just discard this, tap 1, add it back. But all his stuff warps. So this never goes to grave. It would get warped, and then I'm not going to use my leader's effect to get it back. So it's not good in this match. It's really bad. It's an easy side out. And I main deck 3 of the 6-drop Gokus because I like having that higher damage cap and higher consistency of seeing this card. But he attacks me enough, and he puts himself at 4 life so that I don't need 3 of this card. So it's another easy side.
Yep.
And then if I'm going second, I like to put in Tyranny's Costs just to try to recover my hand because he's going to get to a Demigra. He's going to do a whole bunch of horrible things to my hand. And so I kind of need those there. But going first, they're just unnecessary. My hand size is usually much bigger than his.
Yep. Makes sense. Hi, man.
And then,
is there anything else you want to say? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, the other thing I was thinking about was striving to be the best. This card, Broly can't remove it, and his 1-drops can't attack. So he can't take that life, which means he can't awaken until turn 4 or turn 5, depending on which of us goes first. which means that I can't die, which is good. It also keeps them from buffing themselves. I'm actually glad the situation came up in game 2, where I played the cooler, hit that Goku that he's got on his hand there, but he couldn't die because it had attacked and buffed itself. If I had this, it wouldn't have been able to do that, and it could have died. That was the theory, but I didn't end up
That
doing
is
it.
interesting that you side that. Do you side it for what other deck do you side that against?
The Gex, they're now just
Gex.
weenie rush with 1 drops, so like it.
Oh yeah,
They
if a Gex
literally
plays all
never
the
awaken.
new. Yeah, okay.
You just play this, and they don't awaken unless they mill 4 Trunkses.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean that's interesting. I would not have thought it, especially against Dark Broly. I wouldn't have thought to side that in. Okay, man, but yeah, bro, good game. Anything? I'll put this up here, a little less awkward. Good game, bro. Is there anything else you want to say?
If I can get my camera to go up.
You're good, bro.
No, I think we explained everything well enough as we went through.
I think so too. Yeah. So anybody, if you watched all this way, thank you for watching. Leave us feedback if you thought the video was really informative. That's what we were going for. But yeah, thanks for watching.